Welcome back, everyone. Criminal Archer here. Time for some more Stasis Bone Totem. I had a thought almost immediately after getting off the game last time about where to go next. So we're gonna go see if I'm right. I'm going to need this thing. Put that right there.
Children should not drink this.
I really wish I hadn't seen that.
Me too. So I suppose I brought it on myself. Alright, so nope, not that. This way. So we take this, because we're trying to lead this thing into here. So we take this and we go here. We do this. Yeah.
An interesting stratagem, my friend.
Hopefully we don't need like a halfway stop. We'll see. Alright, so I need this and this. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it closed on its own. That's helpful. Thought I was gonna have to do it myself. Just go in there and close it behind it. Yeah. Can I touch this thing now? If I can open it, I might open it.
Got it. Moses got it. I trapped it. It is not scary now.
Well played, Moses.
I am a very smart bear now.
It is still a little scary, if we're being honest. Alright, into the vent.
You are in sample analysis.
Okay, thank you. Terminal. That's a jellyfish or a octopus. That's a weird spider-looking thing. That looks like a tardigrade. That is some sort of weird octopus squid thingy. There's always stuff in the trash. There's a failed experiment. It's another angle on it. This kind of looks like the thing from Half-Life. Like this is the underwater thing from Half-Life. Okay. Research. We got a bunch of thingies. I still think this, we've seen this a couple of times with one of these highlighted. I think that's going to come into play somewhere. Yeah, like that. Not entirely sure where yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come into play. Spam. Dearest Peter Marshall, it's time to take action. Gather the necessary tools and materials for this procedure, including gloves, sterilized gauze, skin glue, tweezers, a magnifier, and local anesthetic to numb the area. Use your fingers to locate the small irregular bump at the bottom of your skull. Clean the area with disinfectant solution. Make an incision at its base. Once the transcendus chip has been fully exposed, carefully grip it with the tweezers and gently pull it out. It's essential to be careful and avoid pulling too hard. This could cause damage. After removing the interface, clean the area with sterilized gauze and disinfectant solution. Finally, apply skin glue to the site and protect it from infection. You can now think and act freely. Join us in the fight for pure humanity. Yellow leaf always, yellow leaf forever. Okay. PD area there. I'm not quite ready to read a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna look at other things that we have around first. A hatch. Tree sample. Huh. Oh, it's got a whole bunch of different things. Wonder what I'm... This is gonna be the spot where we need this DNA information. That apparently didn't do much of anything. Robotic storage unit. Robotic sorting arm diligently toils and sorts samples between various storage units. Numerous faulty and contaminated units entrap the arm in an endless cycle of shuffling spoiled specimens. Alright, you PDA, here we go. Oh, this one's short at least. Report, confidential. Oh, it's Hairfist. Hairfist. Oh, nice mustache. The patient has been in my care for 10 days. He exhibits the classic symptoms of bacterial or viral infection: high fever, headache, sore throat, joint and muscle pain, weakness, and abdominal pain. We have isolated him in an isobaric chamber and observed a strict protocol. Although his condition is not within my area of expertise, I have asked to document patient's cognitive. I've been asked to document his cognitive state. For better or for worse, he does not seem fully aware of his physical condition. Dr. Moon, a veteran and student of renowned Gerald Mallon, will perform the genetic analysis of the microbe. Update to my previous report. The infection has progressed and the patient is now bleeding from every orifice. That's not fun. At the same time, he does not seem to be in any pain. He maintains his journal and converses with the medical staff. Surprisingly, the language he speaks is Russian, which isn't listed as his professional profile. Perhaps it's a childhood regression to the response to trauma of his condition. Keeps falling into a fugue state. His vocabulary now extends to what can only be described as Proto-Mayan. Unfortunately, our records only cover a few of the terms he has used. He cannot recall anything he spoke about after regaining full consciousness. Dr. Moon, my report is attached for your perusal. The stasis pods of 3 products I requested for study have arrived. I will begin my observations post-haste. I am convinced that the patient's recollections are real, even if they are not his. The live PS-139 isolated by Dr. Moon could have incredible medical applications. Following exposure, the 3 products, 2 children, 1 adult female, started falling into the same dreamlike states experienced by 8386. The children began speaking fluent Russian and recalled events from life in Severomorsk as though they had witnessed them personally. Meanwhile, the adult female recounted an unspeakable sacrificial ceremony that must have been exceedingly ancient. Must be from an exceedingly ancient culture. Words are hard. Okay, so no, get out of there. Let's look at this research, right? XXC1 G1 XXC1G1. Let's try that. XXC1G1.
These look like the creature Charlie found. If only we could make a new one.
These are 4 digits. Or 4. Wait, XX is female usually. Is there anything with XY in here? I don't think so. Nope, that's the spam. I don't need that. There's got the male female symbols there. G1. Can I have the unconscious scrubber? I feel like I saw something somewhere. With some of this, more of this stuff. I think it actually might have been you. One of these terminals. Human soup. Tasty. Now the question is where it was. Yeah, so this is more of this stuff. U1. That's not actually as helpful as I hoped it would be. Which is to say, not at all. Alright, let's go back to the over the bear real quick here. Just put this in here. No. Well, it's not the thing I'm looking for, but found this. I can look at this thing now. Anything else I can put under here? Probably can't put this under here, huh? Need some other minuscule thing to put under the microscope. Can I take that back? No. Alright, I guess we're doing that again sometime later. Oh. ACST. PPMR. What's this thing? XPM. These are all like letter combinations. Are they helpful? ACST. Is that one that I can do anything with? ACST.
Specimen retrieved.
There you go.
Good work, Mose. Good work.
Doesn't look like the same creature to me. It isn't. Merely a proto-specimen. Basic genetic engineering would be required, I'm afraid.
Alright, so that's probably goes on this thing over here. Please give me this. Let's put that there.
As I said, basic genetic engineering.
This isn't exactly my wheelhouse, you know.
You are a smart Mac.
The smartest.
So, what? I need to combine these things somehow?
No. You will need to remove the proper gene sequences from the proto-organism and implant them in the embryo version for gestation.
Like you said. Basic.
Alright, so this probably has, I know this gene I've seen. Oh, it only goes around one way. That's fun. All right, let's take a little walk around, I suppose. Make sure we see all the things. So U1, should probably write this all down. All right, we got U1. Oops. What matters in here? I'm hoping that all of these are just like, hey, these are all the right things. Isn't there a terminal back here? It's not a terminal, it's a thing. Yes, it goes around like that. A1? I don't know if A1 is going to matter, but I'll write it down. Something I knew. Nothing there. Trash. Oh, alright, let's go back over to Mr. Bear. I wonder if this is just like what I need. Like just these genes right here. Let's go. We got XX. We got C1. We got G1. Nothing on this one. Thing in the trash I care about. Alright, let's try just this combination of genes. Alright, extract A1. Insert A1. Oh no, I gotta do a... Oh. No, wait. Overwrite. I gotta go all the way around again. I think it starts at U1. Extract U. Nope, that's... Alright, let's back out. Can I start over? Yes. Alright, so... U1. Is there one in here that actually says XX? Because otherwise I would like to just skip over the one I'm on. There appears to be no. So do I have to guess what the XX is? Or maybe the XX is a red herring. Let's start here. A1. U1. C1. G1.
Is that?
Hey, I did it.
Did I actually?
Successful genetic engineering. Congratulations.
Smartest Mac.
It looks tiny.
It is in its infancy, but it is in a maturation chamber. You simply need to wait for it to grow.
Not sure I like the sound of that.
Okay, how long do I have to wait? It does have a little clock going. Not sure what else there is to do right now. This was a... We had like a door that we couldn't get past, right? Isn't that a thing? That's right. Omega door access. Yeah, there's like a code that I haven't been able to figure out. Let's just go look around in that room, that other room we were in before, real quick to see if there's anything worthwhile. Since we're waiting on this thing to grow up anyways. It's the Mova Sinus Lab. That doesn't do anything anymore. There's a pod.
Never seen anything like this.
Me either. It's not like any culture on the surface.
It predates Western civilization.
At the bottom of the ocean?
It was not always at the bottom.
Struts, long wooden struts, radiate for the stretching far. Can I walk anywhere from here? This seems like where that in that image is. This is where they went, but I don't know how we go from here. Scramble electronics, huh? 1467. Alright, I may have gotten it this time. Let's see. Doesn't look like it's getting any bigger. Okay. 1467. Hey, there we go. Oh, no, where's the door? Okay, right there. PDA. Floodlights, labs, skewered bodies. It's always good. Let me just jump back over to her real quick and we'll let her have this thing. See if she can do anything with it yet. I mean, I guess the answer is no, but... No, okay. Hello, PDA. System. Tobias Crumman Model Gen 2 Personal Android out to David Gallacher. Company Synth Liaison. Luna link successful. Memory wipe complete. Ordered received from administration. Uplink closed. Corbett, a new mission. My plastic friend. Keep an eye on Gallacher. Report back. I've been paired with Gallacher for his tenure on the mule. He does not look upon artificial life kindly. Classic yellow leaf. Lab analyzed the contents of Master Dave Gallacher's stomach and found high levels of peptide SSMTP, a toxin found in the venom of something. Scolopin. For some reason, I want to say that's a scorpion of some variety. And I'm opening an investigation to determine how the toxin came from and whether or not an attempt on Master Gallacher's life. Will not be altering security personnel until they are ruled out as potential subjects. Traces of an orthropod exoskeleton were found in the meat grinder in the mess hall. Belongs to the same species as the venom found. Chef Mason has been placed on leave from the mule and dispatched to Deep Sea 15. All employees who had access to the kitchen being questioned. Abdul Aziz Al-Kabor was spotted with Chef Mason around the time of the poisoning, but at this point there's no further evidence to suggest collusion. After noticing considerable decline in my processing speeds, I ran diagnostic, discovered a large pack of encrypted files that were somehow hidden from my operating system. I don't know my firewall was breached or what files contain, but I'm confident they were uploaded by Gallacher. How should I proceed? I tried decrypting the files using every known exploit, but to no avail. If Gallacher is Yellowleaf, as you suspect, then Corporate is more vulnerable than we imagined. He probably intends to use me to transport files, since my clearance frees me from the routine security scans. I will keep an eye on him. He could lead us to others. It's unlikely he is working alone. I experienced a recurring image stutter that overrides my optical receptors, similar to what humans call visual hallucinations. It always ends with my hands around the throat of a man. He stumbles incoherently as I struggles for breath, and then he falls to the ground and goes silent. I'm aware that the termination is justified even before Lieutenant Stevie G tells me it is. I don't know if this is a malfunction caused by the file dumps or a glimpse into my life before the last routine data wipe. Maybe it's both. Master Baron, Madame Sela, has requested that I bypass your authority and discuss an urgent matter directly with Choka. The details are enclosed. Quarantine of the lower mule has characterized by rampant disorganization and impetuous rationale. Despite my invulnerability to infection, I have been locked inside the temple ruins by the Black Ops unit. Some others were also healthy when the doors were sealed, but unlike me, they will not stay that way. I overheard Master James tell Master Frick that he got an illegal eidetic memory enhancement before joining the mule team. Oh, that's like photographic memory. If any Kane officers find these logs, investigate this data exploit vector. The Omega Lab is now a no-go area for human staff. Project Kitchen Knife is on the loose. It has already consumed the Bryghost specimens and most of the remaining Omega research team and the blister techs So I'm leaving it as a temporary obstacle for the temple infestation. To be safe, I recall the pod to the Omega lab. I'm switching to hibernation mode to conserve what little energy I have left. I will awaken periodically to check the situation. My sense skin is flexing uncontrollably. I need an oil bath and a defrag. Nothing to report. Nothing to report except the screams from below. Starvation and cannibalism are assumed. Diverting security access to the mule lab to preclude access to the mule. Motion detected, investigated, nothing to report. My neutron power cell is nearly depleted. My gyro woke me up when it detected a position change. I'm being dragged into the well. Limbs locked. Systems error. Okay. So they got androids too. I think this is probably a good spot to stop for today. So thanks so much for joining me. Hope you had a good time. I am, as always, the Criminal Nurture. See you next time.